And Forbes, also known as AkA, as well as Mr. Tabelo Motswane, who's also known as Tibz. The incident that happened on the 10th of February in Florida, here in Devon. These 6, they played different roles during the operation. We have a coordinator who's basically the master of everything, is in custody. We have 2 shooters that you also on social media. We have 2 spotters that were one of the spotters was inside the restaurant observing and watching Mr. Forbes and his friends, as well as the organizer of firearms and vehicles, because the vehicle used as a getaway, firearms that were used to shoot, they all hired. As I said, the 6 of them, the spotter initially followed Mr. Forbes from the airport on arrival, all the way to the hotel, as well as to the restaurant where the incident happened. And this person was also responsible for gathering resources together, the whole team together, as well as the rewards that came thereafter when the people have done their job, the payments that was done. And suspect that we have is a person who supplied firearms and vehicles, and that person was also linked to other 2 murder cases, not these ones that that we're talking about. And the third one, it's a shooter who is linked to another murder case, another parallel murder case. We have another spotter that was just outside the restaurant, who is also linked to another case. And we have another spotter who was outside Wish, who's linked to other 2 murder cases. And we have a shooter also as a 6th person who's linked with another murder case. In total of the exhibits that we've recovered thus far, it's a total of 4 vehicles, as well as a firearm that was used in a commission of crime, as well as cartridges that were picked up from that crime scene that were linked with another crime scene where another shooting happened. The first vehicle, which is a Mercedes-Benz, was recovered on the 6th of March last year. And the second recovery was on the 22nd of April, and that was a firearm that was used to shoot and kill Mr. Forbes, specific. On the 23rd of June, the team identified, after recovering these cartridges, they linked them together and were able to link that and confirm that. So who was the main target? From our investigation, it became clear that Mr. Forbes was the main target. He's the one that was followed from the airport. He's the one that was followed to the hotel. He's the one that was spotted inside the restaurant. And the plan was not to shoot him the manner they did. They were going to shoot him in the vehicle. But because he stood longer outside greeting his friend, and those hitmen did not want to wait. That's why they came for him. So the second victim, it was by coincidence that he was shot. As I'm sure you'll realize, the second shooter was at quite a distance away from him when he got shot. So we do believe that the plan was for Mr. Forbes. So 4th of February, maybe let me explain this one. After identifying the 2 suspects that we're looking for, after chasing them the whole year, we found the house where they were hiding in Swaziland. So through information, we could spot them, and we got informers to tell them and give us their photos, and we could confirm their whereabouts. So because we wanted to follow the law, and I like South African media because you tend to understand now the law, that we can't be talking about things that are still in court, especially when individuals have not been charged. So in this case, we approached the NPA, an affidavit was prepared, and we submitted through Interpol in order to request the authorities in Swaziland to help us catch these 2. These 2 were arrested on Saturday morning in Swaziland for other cases, as I've spoken about.
Yes, and hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, the Minister of Police, Bheki Cele, is a happy man today. Was so happy to deliver the news to us. You know what, guys, let me just be honest. It has been over a year. And I was honestly like, this is gonna be another Senzo Meyiwa case, you know, 5 years later, 10 years later, 14 years later, 20 years later, nothing has happened. People that were in the house, they've never been charged, never been arrested. It's just gonna be another Senzomiwa case. We have CCTV footage. How hard can it be to find these people? So if it has been over a year already, then chances are very low that, you know, they're gonna catch these guys, because there's a CCTV footage, for goodness sake, you understand? So my hopes were very, very low. My hopes were very, very low. Even when news broke that, you know, killers have been found, I was like, yeah, right. You know, I didn't believe it. I didn't even do the story, because I was like, this is not worth it, because I'm sure 3 weeks later it wasn't them, noma nje. But after this brief hearing, I have hopes, and I trust that they did find the right people. I do believe the police. It's promising. Trial will start, or trial will begin on Thursday. We'll definitely be tuning in. I will definitely keep you guys updated. So yeah, man, Police Minister Obeyele confirmed with 6 men believed to be killers of Kiernan Forbes, popular known as AkA, AkA, and also his good friend Tibz. They have been found. Now they will appear in court on Thursday, this Thursday, guys. The first group of suspects were arrested last year, and last 2 men who are believed to be masterminds were found in the house where they were hiding in Eswatini. Now when they say masterminds, I honestly, and I'm sure also a lot of people, obviously they expected masterminds to be someone who wasn't seen, someone who paid, not someone who was paid to set the whole thing up. That is not a mastermind. Yeah, sure, you know, he planned the whole thing. It's okay, this is how we're gonna get the job done. But who paid for the job to be done? That's the mastermind that we want behind bars. Now, Ukele said there's been things that have been done to find them from us in the National Force. We congratulate the man in blue. They did not sleep until it was done. The first person was arrested in April last year. I hope South Africans will have better sleep after this. We will. Definitely, we will have better sleep. So there is a total of 6 suspects arrested in connection with the murder of AkA and Tibz, who were shot in Durban in February last year. How nice is it that all of this is happening in February, the same month that everything took place? Doesn't that tell you something, that maybe Ispiritsa AkA Siyalwa Lazikhona and Tibz Ziyalwa Lazikhona? Wow. These 6 played different roles in murder. We have a coordinator, he's in custody, 2 shooters, and 1 inside observing Mr. Forbes in the restaurant. The spotter followed AkA all the way from the airport when he arrived. The second suspect supplied firearms and vehicles. The third is a shooter linked to another murder case. We have another spotter who was outside the restaurant. We also have another spotter linked to another case and a shooter linked to another case. We have a total of 4 vehicles, firearms, and cartridges. Is it cartridges? Lona lolo gama lesingisi. As I continue to say, a BMW was discovered on the 2nd of August. Other 2 vehicles were hired from the owner, who rented them out to some of the suspects. We have all the vehicles and are comfortable with the evidence of this case. All right. They have the right people. Do let me know, guys, what you think in the comment section down below. Now I know mega people are just over the moon right now. He is obviously trending #1 on Twitter. Justice for AkA is also trending. yeah, man, honestly, like I said, guys, I really thought my hopes were so low. I really thought this was just gonna be another Senzomiwa trial, you know, it's Hatimnyaga, but still akulu to nje phathi kayo. Do let me know, guys, what you think in the comment section down below.